1803 to 1815, Europe runs on 3 clocks: command, field, and supply.
The longest weapon in the Napoleonic Wars is the road!
At sea, Britain holds the door, so Napoleon must win on land. One mind tries to synchronize a continent.
The battlefield becomes a clock face.
If supply slips, victories dissolve.
Because this is also a war of paper.
At Trafalgar, one fleet decides the ocean.
In the line, time is counted in volleys.
Coalitions form, crack, and reform, again and again. If you want real history told like cinema, subscribe to War Through Time.
If you want the next forgotten world, subscribe, and we'll uncover it together.
1803, war resumes, and Britain refuses to bend.
Napoleon builds a machine at the shoreline.
Before the battles, there's inventory.
He wants timing, perfect timing.
In 1805, Napoleon turns east, fast. An army is trapped by movement, not slaughter.
The command clock wins before the field clock starts.
Trafalgar! Britain locks the sea! After this, invasion dies. Continental War begins.
Austerlitz, 2 December 1805. The fog breaks on Napoleon's masterpiece.
He doesn't chase the fight, he shapes it.
Victory still demands bread, powder, and roads.
1806, Prussia steps in, and Napoleon pivots north. Jena and Austerlitz, speed breaks an army's structure. Discipline isn't enough if timing is lost. 1, 2, fire! Friedland, one river makes retreat impossible. Artillery turns seconds into outcomes.
(1808). Spain becomes the war that won't stay in formation.
In Spain, the enemy is the road itself.
Heat is logistics.
Britain finds a battlefield it can supply. Portugal and Spain.
Or fights with patience, then with positioning. Against speed, he builds a wall of timing.
Spain punishes overreach. 1809, Austria returns. betting Napoleon is stretched. At the Danube, bridges become battlefields.
If the bridge fails, the army splits.
Wagon scale becomes a weapon.
The guard waits, because timing is power.
He wins by controlling the moment the enemy cannot recover.
But victories stack problems. Spain, Britain, and distance.
Economics becomes another front.
Allies become rivals, rivals become allies.
In Iberia, Napoleon bleeds time.
The supply clock starts slipping.
So he chooses the biggest solution: Russia.
To win in the East, the road must never break.
But Russia has its own weapon: space.
1812 begins with marching, always marching.
Napoleon invades Russia with the largest army Europe has seen.
Russia refuses the clean, decisive battle.
Distance turns equipment into debris.
Distance turns equipment into debris.
Smolensk, smoke, delay, and more marching.
Foraging is not strat, it's survival.
Borodino, 7 September 1812. Brute scale, without a clean answer.
At Borodino, time is measured in gun cycles.
1813. Coalitions win by synchronizing time. Leipzig, October 1813. The field becomes a network.
For the first time, he's reacting every hour.
Numbers matter only when they arrive on time. Blucher pushes, because hesitation is defeat. At this scale, traffic is tactics.
After Leipzig, the empire's outer walls collapse.
1814. The war walks into France.
He fights a campaign of improvisation, fast marches, sharp strikes. Tactical brilliance can't fix strategic math. The coalition's supply clock finally outpaces France.
When the capital feels close, decisions turn political.
In April 1814, he abdicates, first time.
Europe exhales and starts redesigning itself.
At Vienna, peace is negotiated like a siege, slow and deliberate.
Metternich wants balance, not victory. Alexander wants security and influence.
But the war isn't finished, because Napoleon returns.
"1815, the 100 days begin.
Europe doesn't debate. Europe mobilizes. Belgium, June 1815. Rain makes the ground a weapon.
Wellington holds the ridge and waits for time.
Napoleon needs speed, but mud steals it. 1, 2, 3, fire! The supply clock and field clock collide in the soil.
Waterloo is a fight for minutes, over and over.
Cavalry can shock, but not erase a prepared wall. Formation becomes architecture.
And then Blücher arrives. The coalition clock sinks.
Vorwärts! Angriff! He pushes through exhaustion, because the moment is now. When the line breaks, history moves fast.
Even as treaties are drafted, Waterloo decides the final sentence.
After the cannons, silence feels unfamiliar.
In 1815, the second abdication ends the gamble.
Europe is left to rebuild its roads, its economies, its families.
Vienna designs a balance meant to prevent another Napoleon.
The war's real shape is geography and time.
From 1803 to 1815, command, field, and supply wrote the modern age.
Subscribe for the next war, told with precision, respect, and cinema.